What's up, Cancer? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, this will be my last month of tardiness. I just had so much to catch up on, after the break that I took. So, I'm here. I got y'all, okay? So, let's backtrack a little bit, okay? We're going to go back to about August 15th, move forward till about September 15th. So we'll see what's going on with you guys. This will be past, present, and future read. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Forgive me for the sporty look today. I know I usually get dolled up, but honestly, I've been tired and I've been behind on some stuff, and I just want to get it out, okay? Besides, I love dressing like this. This is what I dress like all the time. Always comfortable. That's the Taurus in me. So let's see what's going on, guys. What is going on for the sign of Cancer? August mid-month, August 15th to September 15th. Past, present, and future. What is going on for the sign of Cancer? The Seven of Wands tried popping out. So definitely could be something that you guys are dealing with where you really have to stand your ground, against a lot of adversity that's going on with you. Alright, let's give this a few more shuffles. This feels about ready. Alright. Ace of Wands wanted to pop out, so maybe some new beginnings for some of you. Something passionate, whether it's a person, a job, a project. Okay. Beautiful. So the energy that we have here is the Ace of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Pentacles, whatever it is that you guys are starting, there's going to be longevity behind this. This is something that you take a more realistic and kind of like an earthly approach to it, where you're being more grounded about what you're getting into. But because you take that slow, that smart, that, let me investigate everything before getting into it approach, that's why it has a potential to really last a long time. And for some of you, it could be with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Or this could really just be something that has to do with your creativity, where you're going to be very respected for what you do. But it's something that just feels natural to you because it's a passion of yours. Okay? So going into the past, the first card that we have is the Six of Wands in the reverse. So something that you weren't proud of, something where you didn't feel like you had a victory that you wanted. We have the Strength card in the reverse. So a sense of debilitation that you feel here. Okay. And we have the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, again, it could have been with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Maybe a Leo because the Strength card is there in the reverse. But something here that you were either passionate about or a person that you were dealing with where things just didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. So maybe you had to remove yourself from some sort of toxic situation. Now, with the Four of Cups as the next card for your past in the reverse, this is an offer that's accepted, okay? Or either something that you accept or that you gave to someone that they accepted. So let's see what this is about. We have the Sun card. Something bright, something illuminating, something that makes you happy, something that makes you feel warm inside, something that makes you more you. Alright, so with the Queen of Cups, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. It's just something that makes you feel, very strong emotionally. Okay? Where if there's any sort of harsh ending, betrayal, anything that, ended in a way that wasn't the greatest, you're getting past it. Okay? And this is really helping you. Now we have the Death card in the reverse as the last card for your past. So, something that needs to end that hasn't fully ended, whether you're attached to it emotionally or you have to, physically end something. And you have the King of Cups in the reverse. So maybe some of you are in a case where maybe you were juggling people in regards to love, or maybe something that really just threw you off and made you very emotionally unstable. Okay, and you have the King of Pentacles, so this could have been with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or for some of you, just something that has to do with your money. Okay, where you guys are being patient with something that needs to end here. Okay, And maybe you're being patient because you know that some heart will be broken or someone will be disappointed by this ending. So getting into something new, something that makes you feel good, but really just taking it easy and letting things go gradually with maybe a person that you're leaving behind, maybe a job that you're leaving behind, but I feel like you guys are trying to spare someone's feelings, or maybe they're trying to do it to you. Everything here could be vice versa, okay? Now for the present moment, the first card that we have is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, so a sense of imbalance, okay, where you're putting in more effort than someone, or vice versa, someone's putting in more effort than you, but something that, you know, just doesn't feel right. But we have the Justice card, so whatever this is, it's definitely something karmic. For a small few of you, it could be something that has to do with, you know, law, something, you know, legal that you're going through. And we have the Temperance card in the reverse. So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of you are just dealing with the karmic situation, something that you had to go through, something that was going to push you to your higher self, but it could have just been uncomfortable, but you can't get growth or spiritual awakening without that discomfort. All right, and we have the Three of Cups. So this is the card that is next for your present moment, but also the center of this entire read. So this is what ties everything together. And with the Three of Cups, in some small cases, it could be a third-party situation, but I'm seeing this just a celebration, something that you're just really happy about. And it's like you have to be patient before you fully get into this for whatever reason, but it's meant for you. This is bringing you to your higher self. This is your soul speaking out and saying, yes, I want this. This is good. Okay? And there's just a sense of you preparing yourself before you're fully in contact with whatever this is. Okay? But you guys are building something good. Your ideas are being heard. You're being valued. You're being appreciated. Ace of Pentacles, and it's here to stay for a long time. If this is within business, I see you guys doing extremely well. If this is within love, I see it as a keeper. Okay? We have the Fool card here. So you guys are really having a very sturdy new beginning from what I'm seeing. Alright? We have the Emperor here, so this could be Aries or Virgo. But just somebody who's really going to make smart and wise decisions. And they're going to look at their past experiences and use that to make, you know, those educated decisions about what they're getting into. Now, going into the future, the Tower card. So this is going to have a huge change on your life. You know, it could be for the better, for the worse with the Tower card there, but it's for the better. You're removing yourself from something that was very toxic for you, something that just wasn't going to work. All right, and with the Six of Cups in the reverse, I feel like there's something here that you had to put in the past. I feel like you guys really tried to do it in an amicable way, or in a way that it lessens the pain that you or someone else could feel. But someone does feel a loss with the new chapter that you're going into. And there is heartbreak here, but for a lot of you, I don't feel like it's on your part. Okay? And we have the Knight of Cups. So whatever this is, you just, you feel happy and giddy and excited, and you know, I just see you guys kind of like just prancing around and just smiling at the whole world. But with the World card in the reverse here, there's still something that you have a few loose ends, okay, that you still have to tie up, that you still have to cut loose. And whatever it is that you have to cut loose, it's something that you're no longer in control of. It's something that can be very chaotic, but you guys are very happy with the direction that you're going in, okay? The last card that we have here, Five of Wands in the reverse for your future. So any sense of pettiness, fighting, arguing, all of that, it's gone. You don't want to be involved in it anymore. So you avoid all this tension. Ace of Wands. Guys, this is going to be a very passionate new beginning here. Okay. You have the Four of Cups in the reverse. I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So some sort of secret comes out. You guys are very happy about where you're going, but it causes instability. Honestly, for some of you, it's either getting into a new relationship with someone, trying to spare the feelings of the last person. For others of you, it could be maybe you took a new job on, but you've been kind of scared to tell your current boss, and then you kind of just tell them and you leave, and it's like, oh my God, and they're so upset with you. So it could definitely be that as well, but I feel like you guys are kind of like tiptoeing into something that really excites you and really makes you super happy. Okay, so that's a very beautiful thing. Okay. Alright guys, so Oracle of Visions by Cyril Marchetti for guidance. So let's see what guidance these oracle cards are going to have for you for August 15th to September 15th of 2018. Okay, so you guys have number 25, okay? And we'll look at the energy as well. So the energy here is number 26, which is very interesting. It's the cover of this, and I don't even know what it means, so we'll find out. Okay, so let's look at your energy first, and then we'll look at the main message of guidance here for you guys. Where's this book? Okay. Number 26. Past and future, fresh start. You just have to turn the page. It's tough knowing what has happened in the past and how close we've been, but you can't dwell on the past. This is time to rewrite a new chapter for the future. Hopefully we can put ourselves in a position where we'll all be happy. Okay, that's exactly what you guys are going through. We are often encouraged to live in the moment, enjoy the present, and not to dwell too much on either the past or future. Yet, in a sense, the present is the least consequential of the three concepts. It's merely an abstract state that we inhabit, but for an instant. In this frozen moment, the woman balances symbols of the enduring concepts of time that precede and follow on from it. On one side is the past, which is now locked and cannot be changed, symbolized by a book on its last page and fully written. But there's also a mirror, as the past still provides value as a reference for reflection and for appraisal and lessons learned. On the other side of her, there's a key that will open doors to new opportunities and a blank book ready to be written. Wow. Okay, and you guys have number 25 here as your actual guidance card. So 25 and 26, let's see. Misleading illusion, confusion. Do not be misled by what you see around you or be influenced by what you see. You live in a world which is a playground of illusion, full of false paths, false values, and false ideals, but you are not part of that world. What we experience and how we interact is often indirect and from a distance. Physical interaction that would normally have provided all of our senses an opportunity for feedback and assessment is now increasingly being replaced by virtual alternatives. From email and texting to social networking, our relationships are becoming increasingly defined by virtual interactions that can distort and substitute reality. We can now create multiple new identities. How we go about quantifying people and events is now increasingly based on new paradigms that can provide a false perspective both for viewed and viewers alike. Okay, so this is very powerful because you guys are really coming out of something, and you know, with just the cards that came out for you guys are getting out of something that you've been in either for a while or that you've obtained a lot of experience from what to expect from that. Okay, so now that you guys are going into something new, it's really very important that you look at all those past experiences, that you really take in everything that you've learned from, you know, every moment up until now. By now, you know what a shitty relationship is going to feel like, even from the beginning. At this point, you should know what a bad environment feels like within, you know, a workspace. You should know, you know, just be socially aware of people that aren't necessarily good for you, and those that are going to be good for you. Something that I've always said is the people, and I don't want to even say I dislike anyone, but the people that I can't stand the most in life are people that cannot take social cues. So let's say, for example, you're at someone's house and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and the owner's like, oof, I'm tired. And they're like, come on, man, one more shot. And it's like, no, that was your cue to leave. So here you just really want to make sure you're taking in those social cues of what's around you. What are you attracting into your life? You know, how do you want to go moving forward? Because this new thing coming in for you guys, it seems solid. It seems like something that could really last for a long time, and it's something that I'm excited to see you guys get into. But you really just want to make sure that you're not making the same mistakes from the past. Okay? You know, I've found that I always have to listen to the initial feeling that I have towards certain people. And it's hard in the beginning, especially for, you know, I'm a Taurus, you guys are Cancer, so emotionally we take in a lot of things very similarly. But I used to just really feel bad in the past because there'd be people that I'm just like, look, they haven't necessarily done anything wrong to me, but I just don't like being around them you know, and I never understood why. And it's just that everything that we create in life, everything that we bring about into our life, it's all us. And, you know, I said this a few months ago, but it wasn't until recently that it confirmed for me how powerful this is. But guys, down to like the valet person who's going to park your car at a restaurant, all of these people, your mailman, the grocery, you know, person cashing people out at a grocery store, okay, a cashier, all of these people, you attract into your life, okay? And I know that seems silly. It's like, you know, I can't affect the world like that. But when you're putting out negativity into the world, it's going to come right back at you, okay? A very true example of how this happened for me. And this is just to make you guys, you know, more aware of just our surroundings and things that people could bring into our lives. So, you know, there wasn't anything that I had against a particular person in my life. I just felt like they weren't adding value to it. And I just was never 100% comfortable when I was around them. I never felt like they truly cared about my problems. I felt like it was like, you know, let's go to Lissette's house, let me unload, and then let me leave. And then I'm stuck there having to sort through that negative energy for a few days after, because I'm so sensitive to, you know, people in my home and the energies that they bring. So finally I found it in me to, you know, just cut ties. And I looked like a really bad person because they haven't, like I said, necessarily done anything awful or evil towards me, but I just didn't like the energy. And I felt bad because in cutting that, you know, relationship off, you know, with this person, I'm like, damn, anything attached to them I have to cut off too. But the one thing I didn't want to cut off was someone that I went to see. I'm not going to say specifically what it is, okay? Let's just say hairdresser, for example. It wasn't my hairdresser, but they put me onto a hairdresser. And I'm like, okay, well, this is the one thing that I'm going to keep that this person put me onto, because this place is bomb. And there's no way that I can get negative energy from this person because this person is so talented. And so even down to that person ended up being such a shitty person. And I just realized that everything that this person had put me onto was just shitty. It was all just shitty, whether it was friends that I was introduced to, places of, you know, to go eat, things like that. It all turned out to be all really bad. So that's why I say we have to be so careful with who we're allowing into our lives and what we feel. If you've been through an abusive relationship, or if you've been through something that is less than what you want, you already have all the cues, all those social cues to pick up on when it comes into your life. Okay, and you have to really use that. If you're talking to someone and one of the first things you think is, ooh, that reminds me of my ex, they're probably your ex for a reason. It's probably not something that you should get into. Okay, so that's all I would say. Just be cautious with what you're getting into. I'll give you guys the same advice that I gave to Capricorn just now. But when you're going into something, you know, new and exciting, give your time to really see what it is. For me, I'll wait, whether it's a friend or a new relationship, whatever it is, I will wait to see how the person reacts in a really bad situation where they're very upset. Because I want to know, when you're under a lot of pressure, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? How are you going to treat the people around you? That's very important, okay? Anybody can look good when we're getting into something new, okay? Everything looks shiny in the beginning. Everything looks so alluring in the beginning. But you really have to make sure that whatever this is, you give it time to say, okay, this suits me. But for the most part, whatever you guys are getting into, I feel that it's going to be very powerful. I feel that you're going to be very, very passionate about it. Just, you know, keep those social cues. Remember what got you into bad situations in the past, and the moment you start smelling anything similar, that's your cue to take a step back, all right? But definitely get into this if it's something that's going to make you happy. And, you know, for a lot of you, I do feel like you're trying to spare the feelings of someone, or maybe it's all vice versa, where someone's trying to spare your feelings with a move that they have to make in life. But, you know, I always see things like that as gifts, although it might not feel like a gift in the beginning. I know that it could be so heartbreaking to lose a person, to lose a lover. But my true belief is that we all have a true love soulmate, and we all have, you know, that soulmate best friend. And anytime a lover or a friend just kind of falls off, you have to thank it, because it's like, you know what, if you were my true love soulmate, this wouldn't have happened. It would be unconditional. You would really ride with me. But the fact that you left, yes, it's painful, but I'm one step closer to finding them. I'm crossing off one more person on the list who it isn't. And now I'm able to go out and I'm able to look. So we all have that. And I feel we all deserve to find that. We all deserve to, you know, find whatever it is, whether it's a job, a friend, a lover, you know, that thing that we wake up in the morning and your first thought is just, life is incredible. Okay. So I really feel that when we take control of what we want and what we want to go towards in life, everything is just beautiful. Okay. I used to be in a position, guys, where I'm not even lying, for probably like 2 or 3 years straight, I cried every single day because I was so depressed. Straight. Not one day without tears. And it really just opened my perspective as to what I want in life and how to go about it and how to avoid negative energies. And I'm not perfect. I do things, you know, from time to time where I'm just like, damn, that was such a shitty move, Lissette. Like, how do you, you know, come back from that? But the truth of the matter is, I cannot remember the last time I was insanely upset. Because anything that makes me feel just a tad bit off, especially now that I'm an adult with my own space to live in, with my own vehicle to get around, with my own choices and who I sit down and break bread with, you best believe if your energy is off, you're not sitting at my table. And that's the energy that you guys have to have with people out there. So whatever it is, you know, go for it. If it makes your heart happy, you deserve it. Just make sure that you're going into it in the most graceful way possible, because there could be some casualties, you know, on the way there. I feel like some hearts could get broken. Someone could be upset in all of this, but the heart wants what it wants. And if you find something that you connect with like that, you have to understand that it's so rare and that it's up to you to go and get that, okay? So for any of you that want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is highvibrations44. And for anyone looking to get a personal reading, everything is in the description to this video. So the wait time right now is 3 to 4 full weeks, okay? So if you guys purchased a reading to hold a spot, you know, and anything changes in the reading within that time that you're waiting, just shoot me an email, update me. You know, I'll definitely take it into consideration when doing the reading, you know, when I get to it. If you guys cannot wait that time, I do offer emergency readings. You'll get it within 48 hours, or you guys can ask a quick question. It's $10. You guys can just ask, you know, whatever your heart desires. Hey, Lissette, should I take this job? Okay, and I'll go ahead and I'll send you a 2 to 3 minute video just like this one with the response. For iPhone users, I am also on an app called Instant Go. My direct link is in the description. So just download it and you'll be able to find my page through that. So with that, they charge by character, guys. So you can ask me questions there, but just text me, go straight into the question, and I'll send you the answer, okay? Other than that, the only thing I wanted to say is on my website. So a lot of people find it misleading, and I apologize if you were ever one of those people. But with the website platform that I use, it does not allow me to sell services without some sort of calendar system. So I don't use it at all. You know, when it goes to doing the readings, you know, if you get a standard one, you got to wait the 3 to 4 weeks. If you get an emergency one, you'll hear from me within 48 hours, excluding Sundays, okay? But yes, you guys can select anytime. It doesn't matter. I don't look at it. You know, I do everything in the order that it comes in. So it doesn't matter what time you select. Just select whatever and I will get it, okay? But other than that, I think we're good. I love you guys, and I will see if I could do a quick bonus, you know, little love thing before the end of the month, which is in like 2 or 3 days. So we will see. But thank you guys for being so patient with me. I will finally be back to normal coming this September, just getting everything out on time. But I had to enjoy my summer, all right? So take care, guys. I love you.